Hello everyone, and welcome to my WA&R American TV Show official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless spoilers hint that it's been a hot minute since Dr. Elena Dawson has been seen in Genoa City. However, it seems like that's all about to change. Actress Brytni Sarpy recently alerted her Instagram fans about some great news, that she's back to the Y&R and is on set filming. Sarpy uploaded some extremely amazing photographs and videos on her IG story that implies she's back in the land of GC. The first photo was a selfie of her behind a door, with a comment that reads, "Just popping in to say hello to the fam." Of course, Sarpy tagged the official Y&R IG account to her story. The next was a video published showing Sarpy getting a bit emotional as she reads a sign on her dressing room door that proclaims 13,000 episodes, and under that Brytni Sarpy, Dr. Elena Dawson, "Welcome back, we miss you." Her post on the IG video story stated, "Missed you too." Last but not least, her IG story contained a snapshot of her with Haley Aaron, who presently plays Claire Newman, on the Y&R General Hospital. Fans may recall a time when Aaron portrayed Kiki Jerome on the drama, while Sarpy played Valerie Spencer. The caption on this IG story snapshot asks, 9 years later, and is it Valerie and Kiki or Elena and Claire? It's apparent that Sarpy is really happy to be back and will likely participate in the Y&R's 13,000 milestone show. The actress entered the part of Elena Dawson back in 2019 and went right into some high-profile storylines and romances with cousins, Devon Hamilton Winters and Nate Hastings. Still, it's been a very long period since Elena has been spotted in the little town. Her persona eventually vanished from the canvas after Nate ditched her for Victoria Newman back in March 2023. Could all that change now with Sarpy's spectacular return? No other facts concerning an airdate return or a narrative are known at this time. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that the show's 13,000 episode promises to be a huge one, so fans need to remain tuned to CDL for more information as it comes down the pipeline. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of October 7 to 11 predict Daniel Romalotti Jr. will fall in a sea of anguish after viewing Heather Stevens' body. Once the shock of losing Heather wears off, Daniel will deal with lots of anguish and wrath. Meanwhile, Adam Newman will grapple with some unpleasant feelings of his own. After Chelsea Lawson rejects Adam once again, he'll have to decide whether he's going to keep pursuing a romantic reunion. This could be another one of those moments when tenacity pays off for Adam, so maybe he'll stay with it. Then again, there's always a potential that Adam will find himself drifting in someone else's fiery direction. As for Sally Spectra and Billy Abbott, they may face more temptation than they thought. Could Billy and Sally end up kissing or perhaps hitting the sheets? Sally tried to warn Audra Charles that a vengeance hookup was off the table, but she could still get in bed with Billy. Whether the purpose involves retribution or not, Billy is definitely someone who Sally's been connecting with lately. Speaking of retribution, there'll be numerous Genoa City citizens going after it. For starters, Audra will want Kyle Abbott to pay for tearing her down in Victor Newman's eyes and ultimately having her fired. You can guarantee Audra will go after Kyle emotionally and professionally, so both his growing connection with Claire Newman and his work at Glissade could be affected severely. Of course, Diane Jenkins Abbott may desire some retribution of her own when she finds Kyle took ideas for Jabbett's fantastic new moisturizer from her laptop. Once Diane hears reports on Kyle providing those plans to Victor, that'll really set her off. It could lead to Diane believing she's done striving to restore her bond with Kyle since he plainly only cares about business anymore. Y&R viewers can also expect more issues for Sharon Newman as she tries to deal with all the Heather guilt and keep her cover-up from breaking apart. Daniel, Phyllis Summers, and Lucy Romalotti will certainly cast the finger at Sharon, but Cameron Kirsten may once again promote his notion of wiping out Daniel next. Based on our predictions, Nick Newman will follow Sharon attentively and could have some suspicions of his own, so we'll keep you posted on what he might find out. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate the week of October 7 to 11 will offer some startling news and furious face-offs, so stay tuned. The Young and the Restless spoilers claim that Daniel Romalotti Jr. will be forced to come to grips with a terrible loss. Even after seeing Heather Stevens' corpse at the morgue for himself, none of this will feel real for poor Daniel. Of course, Daniel will eventually have to tell the dreadful news to Lucy Romalotti and everyone else who cared for Heather. It'll be challenging for Daniel to face the truth of the situation, but that's exactly what he'll have to do. At some time, Heather will have a funeral service that's guaranteed to generate plenty of tears and maybe even some outbursts. Daniel and Lucy may be pushed over the edge as they struggle to say a final goodbye. It's interesting because Lucy and Daniel might pose dangers to Sharon Newman in very different ways. It's easy to envision Daniel latching on the idea that Sharon is responsible and working hard to discover proof to prove she's guilty. Perhaps Daniel will go after Sharon using legal methods, while Lucy pursues the vigilant justice approach. Lucy has become a wild teenager in recent months, so Y&R might lean into that and make her get even wilder. Maybe Lucy will cross some frightening lines when it comes to making Sharon pay for what happened to Heather. Lucy could go off the rails and pull off some deadly antics in her pursuit of vengeance. Sharon has cleaned her tracks as much as she can, but that may not stop Daniel and Lucy from getting increasingly suspicious about her actions the final night Heather was alive. In other words, Sharon will have threats coming to her from numerous sides, including Phyllis Summers if she decides to make Sharon pay too. Our Y&R predictions imply that Heather's burial might be a turning point and lead to the walls closing in on Sharon, one way or another. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate Sharon would better watch her back, so stay tuned for updates on all the mayhem that's in store for her. In other words, Sharon will have threats coming to her from numerous sides, including Phyllis Summers if she decides to make Sharon pay too. Our Y&R predictions imply that Heather's burial might be a turning point and lead to the walls closing in on Sharon one way or another. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate Sharon would better watch her back, so stay tuned for updates on all the mayhem that's in store for her. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comment below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next time.